Let me ask you something. If tomorrow Microsoft shuts down Excel, how many companies would stop functioning? And let me ask you one more question. If tomorrow Power BI disappears, how many C-level executives will panic? Two different reactions, two different tools, two different purposes. And today I want to tell you the story behind Excel versus Power BI. Not the comparison you see online, but the evolution that most people fail to understand. Because Power BI was not created to replace Excel, it was born from Excel. Let's get into it. Before we even get into the comparison of Excel and Power BI, let us first understand what was happening in Excel roughly 15-16 years back. So if we consider this as the timeline of Excel, and Excel was getting upgraded every 3 years. Let's say this is 2010, 2013 and 2016. In 2010, what happened? They launched something known as Power Pivots. Why Power Pivots? Because pivot tables which people were using until then, they were having some limitations. They cannot hold more than 1 million rows because they were dependent on a particular sheet. And the data has to be there in one single sheet. So people have to do a lot of VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP or index match before creating the pivot tables. So number of rows limitation as well as one single sheet limitation that was restricting the business users. So what they did, they launched Power Pivot. Power Pivot has a data model concept. So it can create relationships between multiple data sets. So you don't need to do VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP before using them. It was not requiring data to be placed in a physical sheet. It was having data model which was a virtual place, and it was having a capacity of roughly 2 billion rows. So all the problems were solved using Power Pivots. In simple words, Power Pivot was nothing but pivot tables on steroids. So that changed a lot. In fact, they also brought the features known as slicers and timelines within Excel. Along with the Power Pivot, Excel also launched Power View. Power View was interactive charts within Excel. So these things were working fine. In 2013, what they realized that we need one more tool, because before even creating the pivot tables, people need to clean the data, and that was taking a lot of time and it was a repetitive work. So they launched something known as Power Query in 2013, and Power Query was helping people to automate their data cleaning process through the user interface. No macros or programming VBA codes were required. So all these three tools were helping the business users to create better reports. Now what they thought in 2015, they combined all these three components of Excel, and then they created a separate tool known as Power BI. That's how Power BI was evolved from different components of Excel. And Power BI was helping beyond that also, because it was not only helping in creating the reports seamlessly, but it was more efficient than the original components within Excel. And it was also made to distribute your reports organization-wide without any complications. That's how the Power BI came into picture. So let's compare Excel and Power BI together in some key areas. First, let's talk about the data handling capacity. Excel physical capacity of any sheet is 1 million rows, while Power BI, it can handle more than 1 million rows also. I have worked personally with data sets like as much as 50 million rows also. Okay, so Power BI wins in the data capacity part, but physically storing, Excel is the king. And Excel, you can keep on creating more and more sheets. In Power BI, you can create more and more tables. In Excel, your learning curve is easy because it's like go, open, type it, and whatever you want to do. You can write simple formulas. But in Power BI, initially, other than the drag and drop visualizations, you might get confused. So you need a structured learning, but it's powerful. So in simple words, if I say Excel is more flexible, but Power BI is more capable. If we talk about visualizations, there is no doubt that Power BI wins in the visualizations because they are interactive. Otherwise, the charts are more or less same. So the default commonly used charts there in Excel as well as in Power BI. But in Power BI, you get the interactivity part. Okay, and a library of custom visuals, which are roughly around 700-800 additional visuals, plug and play. So we can make use of them in a lot of reports. If we talk about data refresh, in Excel, there is hardly anything to automate your data refresh. Like at the max, let's say if your reports are based on pivot tables, so then you can set it like whenever you open the Excel file, then it should automatically refresh. Otherwise, you will have to manually refresh it or set up some macro for refreshing it. But in Power BI, there are dedicated sections in the Power BI service where you can automate your refresh. You can schedule it to be refreshed every 30 minutes or maybe real time also. If we talk about sharing, that's where the thing comes. When we are working in the team and for the data entry purpose, maybe Excel in SharePoint or Teams, that makes more sense. Okay, but in Power BI, it is for distribution of your reports. Sharing the Excel report with so many people might become difficult because you need to send the attachment again and again. You need to mail the next version if at all any changes are there. In Power BI, it is quite secured. You have row level security, you have object level security, and that can help you to keep it safe and to revoke the access whenever, let's say, a person is moving out of the organization or out of a particular project. If we talk about cost, Microsoft, you may not feel that additional cost because it is already there with you. Okay, you are paying something, but it is already there. But in Power BI, you might be incurring additional cost of $14 per month per user. Yes, if the number of users are more, then you can talk about premium licenses for the organization, and that can reduce the overall cost. But yes, Power BI is a perceived additional cost. Otherwise, both the tools are taking something out of your pocket. If we talk about data sources, Excel is able to connect to a few of them, while Power BI is having a huge library of data connectors through Power Query. If we only compare Power Query of Excel and Power Query of Power BI, then also Power Query of Power BI has more ETL possibilities. Extract, transform, and load. It can connect to more number of data sets. Another important factor which I consider to compare is mobile access. So we can send an Excel report and people can view it on mobile, but the experience is not friendly at all. While the Power BI reports can be designed from a mobile perspective, and the reports can be used in both ways, landscape as well as the portrait mode, and that gives a lot of edge for portability of your reports. And especially when it comes to the top management, they like to go into the mobile or tablets or the browser rather than getting into a spreadsheet. Power BI reports can also be embedded into your applications or your ERPs or your websites. So that's another big plus for Power BI. So if I have to do something one-off quickly, then I would prefer Excel if it is a small data set. But if something is recurring need and a number of audience and a large number of users are looking for that particular report, then I will go for Power BI. Data entry and all, Excel is the only choice. Power BI is not made for creating the data or holding the data. It is made for reading the data from other sources. Excel is good for small data sets. Power BI is also good for small as well as bigger data sets. Ad hoc request from manager, I think Excel is the king, while Power BI is good for structured reporting. Another important area which you might feel the difference is that in Excel you can keep your data and reports combined together in a single view, while in Power BI data sets separate and reporting is separate, and Power BI is not a data entry tool. So let's say you want to see a different scenario by changing a number. You can change the number in Excel and immediately the result will reflect because of the formulas or something else, while in Power BI you need to click on the refresh if at all any changes are happening in your data set, then only you will see the results. So there is a little bit of lag in Power BI in terms of that side, that we change the data and immediately it reflects. That is not going to be happening in Power BI. So final conclusion, what you should learn, it's simple. You should learn both. When you are starting your job for the first time, you will use Excel more. But if you are interacting with someone at the top management or maybe mid to senior level people and your job is to give them some reports or insights, then I think Power BI is a better tool. Excel may not bring you in front of the people, but it is super important in terms of your own productivity. Power BI can showcase your dashboards to a large number of audience, and what I felt that because I was creating Power BI dashboard, my interaction with the top management increased because of that. So these are the some things which I have in my mind, although these are not structured comparison, but I think you should know both of them and you should have both of them in your CV or skill sets. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and till then, bye bye. And if you like the video, then please click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can get notification about our upcoming videos. And maybe it will also tell YouTube to pass it on to other users over YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.